Good evening and welcome to the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. We're here in Hayes, North Carolina. I'm Dusty Farmer. Along with me tonight is Mark Hudler. And Mark, it is a beautiful night for football. The rain has moved out, and we're getting ready for kickoff.
And yes, it is definitely a beautiful night. Not a whole lot of humidity. Good, cool night for fall football here in, like you said, Hayes, North Carolina. And I definitely hope the rain don't come back.
Huskies have traveled down tonight to face North Wilkes High School. Both teams come in the night 1-0. North Wilkes handled Elkin last week, and Ashe, of course, you heard it here, handled Wilkes Central.
Yeah, of course, we'll get right into the Steve Johnson Auto World keys of the game. Of course, like you said, Ashe handled Wilkes Central last week. You know, it was a very exciting game, competitive game. But one thing we're going to talk about, Huskies' keys of the game is we think they need to improve defensively and basically defending the pass. I mean, they held the running game, but Wilkes Central really, every time they scored was on a long pass play. And hopefully by saying that, you know, coaches are going to try to do some things to get some pressure on the quarterback here tonight.
Yeah, Huskies struggled last week, giving up the big plays and 3 plays of 50, 60, and 70 yards.
Yeah, and going to that, you know, North Wilkes, like you said, they handled Elkin, which is usually a pretty strong football team, 44-13. And talking to Coach Piscopo, the key to them is that they're offensively they're going to be very balanced. Last week they was very balanced against the Elkin, so we'll see what happens.
Our second Steve Johnson's Auto World key to the game is North Wilkes. They're very balanced, 50-50 run and pass. So Ashe has to stay honest on both of those. And our Dr. Pepper players to watch, of course, for Ashe is Blake Peters. Last week, Peters was 22 of 36, 314 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no INTs.
And, hey, didn't know this neither, and I think this is just tremendous. He didn't take a sack last week neither.
Wow, that is impressive.
Now, of course, Coach Drew let me in on that one. When I was impressed with the most thing is a young junior quarterback didn't throw an interception.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to be our player to watch to see how much he improves from one game to the other.
For North Wilkes, it's going to be running back number 6, DeAndre Corpening, and he's got a do-it-all person for North Wilkes. And we get ready for our Backstreet Subs Ashe County kickoff. Beautiful night here for football in Hayes, North Carolina. North Wilkes Vikings versus your Ashe County Huskies. Huskies will kick off the ball. And it's a good kick taken down to about the 20-yard line. It's going to be taken by one of the up men, number 16 from North Wilkes. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 32, where he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, we talked about, you know, last week the Huskies covered kicks very well against the speedy Wilkes Central team. So, but Wilkes, you know, they got pretty decent scoring position or field position here to start it. And number 6 is back there, like we said, player to watch. Copeland's who we got to watch tonight. But let's see if this Husky defense can at least, you got to take something away. So if we can stop the run and get better on the pass.
Number 3, Drew Winkler is the quarterback for the Vikings. He's a senior, 5'11". Winkler in the gun, hands off on the first play to Corpening, and the ball's loose, but it looks like he's going to fall on it. He did pick up a positive yards.
Yeah, he picked up about 5 right there. Had a nice hole, too, and we almost got a break there on the first play of the game, but for North Wilkes got a lucky bounce right there, bounced right back up to him.
Nothing real fancy there, just straight handoff up the middle.
Yeah, and, you know, they're spreading it out, but like we said, they're going to be 50-50, but, of course, Coach Piscopo said that they're didn't run a whole lot of different pass plays, but they run them pretty well.
Screen pass, it's going to be a double pass for North Wilkes on the opening play, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, I guess they seen that, and he was open if they got to get a good pass out there, but not a very well-thrown football right there. So going to bring up here early, about 3rd and 6 coming up for the Vikings here. So let's see if this defense can come out and get a stop on the first series of the night.
3rd down, 3 receivers to this side of the field for the Vikings. Winkler with Corpening in the backfield. Winkler takes a snap, hands off up the middle, and he's going to be close. Going to have enough for the first down up to about the 47-yard line. Good pickup on 3rd down on the straight handoff.
Yeah, just and pretty much that's what, well, they did try the double pass there, but, Copeland looked like he is pretty good running back, but nice job by the line up front for North Wilkes to open up a hole, and he picked up a nice, 7 yards there.
1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Opening drive. Looks to throw on first down. Winkler's going to pass across the middle, and it's picked off by number 5. He's across the 50 to the 40. He's got green grass in front of him, and Winkler's going to try to cut him off, and he will at the 20-yard line. That is Ryder Phipps on the interception for the Huskies.
Yeah, Ryder Phipps had a well of a game catching the football on the offensive side. Good job there. And me and you, of course, we watched the air raid attack, but we figured it out. This is our 7th year, I think, starting doing this, and overthrown footballs every time at Ryder right in his right spot, and going to give the Huskies here great field position here on their opening drive. Going to start at their own 21-yard line, or the Vikings' 21-yard line.
Peters comes out in the gun. Bunch set for the receivers in tight, and it's going to be a quick pitch to Peterson. He's going to try to get outside. He's going to pick up positive yards down the sideline. Going to be shoved out of bounds.
I mean, it didn't look like he was going to get a whole lot, but I think he picked up about 8 yards right there.
Yeah, I mean, he just took the snap and just tossed it to him.
Yep, just a quick, well, he might have got 7 there. Just a quick toss sweep right there, try to get him to the edge. And, of course, hey, he is our guy. If they don't know that after the game he had last week. So
Peters in the gun. Looks like he's changing the play. Takes a snap, looks to throw on second down. He's got a man. He's got Estes down the sideline, and it will be caught for a Husky touchdown. And just like that, Huskies are on the scoreboard.
And I tell you what, our player to watch, who is it? Trent Dilford threw a dime right there into double coverage. I mean, you couldn't have thrown it anywhere else for our guy to get it, and Estes made a heck of a play for his quarterback right there, bringing the ball down. Both ends, just a great play.
Yeah, it was a great throw from Peters to Estes, and it was just a fade route. He just put it where and only he could catch it.
Yeah, and when he first threw it, I was like, he's threw that into double coverage. But like I say, he just absolutely threw a dime right there.
Peterson on for the PAT, and it is no good. And we'll take another look at that Peters to Estes touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
We had the ball for 20 seconds.
That's good. All right, your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary. Took the Huskies 20 seconds. They went 21-yard on 2 plays. It ended in a 17-yard touchdown pass from Blake Peters to Colin Estes. And the extra point was no good. So here in the first quarter, that brings your score: Ashe County 6, North Wilkes Vikings 0. That is your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary.
And as we get ready for our Backstreet Subs kickoff, one thing to note is Manny Alvera, who normally does our PAT, is out tonight with a hamstring injury. That's why Peterson was doing the PAT as Border kicks off for the Huskies. It's going to be taken by number 1 for North Wilkes, and he's got the sideline, and he's got some speed. He's across the 45, going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, it looks like, from here.
Yeah, right there, he about got that thing outside, and I don't know that we want to kick it to him too many times.
He has some speed and some vision.
He looked like he was getting ready to, of course, talking to Coach Pispo and the staff. He's very shifty. They compared him a little bit to Peterson.
Winkler and the Vikings come out, second drive after a turnover on their last drive. They did have success running the football.
They did, and then it had the guy open in the hole there, and he just overthrew it.
Winkler on an option play is going to keep it, and Huskies' D-line is right there.
Nice job right there. Took the pitch away, kept him inside, done a good job. He picked up a couple there, but that's a nice job. Who was that?
Bring up second, and we'll call it a long 6 for the Vikings. 2 receivers to this side. Winkler in the gun. Hand off to Courtney up the middle, and Huskies D has him wrapped up in the backfield.
Yeah, that was number 58 there. Borders with just a good penetration there and getting him in the backfield, and then he got a little help there too from his teammates.
Check that. Number 58, his number is Mason Armentrout. Borders at 56.
Okay, Armentrout, that's fine. Armentrout there on the stop. So brings up another big third and about 7 here.
It's third down last time when the Vikings threw the interception. Winkler has a low snap. He's going to go past him. He's going to fall on it. Going to lose probably 10 yards for the Vikings.
Yeah, nice job right there. Of course, just a bad snap, and that's one thing you don't like about them shotgun snaps all the time, but that's nobody gets in the center anymore. So they're going to force a punt here.
Estes back deep for the Huskies. Vikings get the punt away, and it's going to hit. And it's just scaring everybody here in the crowd.
I tell you, you know how I am about these punts. That makes me nervous. Of course, I thought he was, and he about did. But
He thought about picking it up.
Yep. The Huskies going to start here. Field position, not bad. What? But let's see if they can stay hot here with the quarterback coming out. Man, I can't get over that throw. Might be Peterson.
Peters in the gun. Takes a high snap, hands off to Peterson, and he cuts through the middle of the field. He's going to pick up positive yards up to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, just a straight power play right there, zone read, whatever you want to call it. And Peterson picks up, about 5 or 6 yards. The kid averaged 9.5 last week.
It's a pretty good average.
Yeah, he had a monster game last week, especially in the fourth quarter.
Huskies work quick back on the snap. Peters in the gun. 3 receivers going to bring Phipps in motion. Peters looks to throw on second down, steps up in the pocket. He's got all kinds of time. Finds Tanner Poe in the middle of the field up to the 44-yard line.
Yep, just a great job there. Got a little bit of pressure, but Peters done a nice job getting outside and had plenty of room, and he waited for Poe to come up. But nice catch and throw right there for a first down.
Be a Huskies first down. 6:02 to go here early in the first quarter. Huskies do lead 6-0. 2 receivers once again to each side. Hand off to Peterson. He bounces outside, trying to make one guy miss, and he gets across the 50 down the sideline. Still on his feet. They're going to be pushed out by Winkler.
I tell you, he got a flag on the play. This one might come back, but he is so good at tight roping that sideline. He gets 4 or 5 more yards. I don't know how he stays in bounds sometimes.
He's a very patient runner.
Yes, he is. He's got good vision, good balance.
It looks like it's going to be a holding against the Huskies.
Going to bring this nice run back here.
And, going back to last week's game, Mark, that's one thing we really didn't do. We didn't have to work behind the chains a whole lot.
No, and like we said, your first football game, we had a few penalties, but to have no turnovers,
no sacks?
No sacks. That really, that impressed me, but they didn't make a whole lot of mistakes for the first game. Hey, Hampton's teams don't usually make a whole lot of mistakes. They're very well coached.
2-back set for now for the Huskies. Number 2, Bryson Trivett checks in the game. Peters takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got Estes down the sideline. He's beat his man. He's caught it over 30, 20, 10. Collins, Estes, touchdown. Just like that. What a throw, what a catch.
I tell you, him and Estes, I don't know what they've done, but now they've hooked up twice, and that's just a beautiful football right there. He caught that ball in stride. Estes ran right by his man, and Peters just laid it on the money.
Colin Estes is having himself a heck of a game so far, and Blake Peters right there having it with him. Peterson going to come on and try the PAT. He's unsuccessful last time.
Yeah, we miss her. Of course, we hadn't mentioned Rivera's hurt this week with a hamstring problem. We miss his kicking abilities.
And the kick is no good once again. We'll take another look at that. Peters to Estes touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Steve Johnson Auto World Drive summary. It took the Huskies 4 plays, or it took the Huskies 2 minutes. They went 4 plays, 65 yards, touchdown pass from Blake Peters to Colin Estes. The extra point was no good. So with 7:34 left here in the first quarter, that brings your score: Ashe County 12, North Wilkes nothing. That is your Steve Johnson Auto World Drive summary.
As Mark said, we still got 7 minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and the Huskies already up 12-0. And about like last week, Mark, North jumped on Elkin early in the first, and now we're jumping on North.
North scored 29 points in the first quarter against Elkin today. I looked that up today, and yeah, they really jumped on them and just coasted from there. But yeah, right now it's a little reversed. I hope it stays that way.
Backstreet subs kickoff for the Huskies. Borders to kick off once again.
Borders set to kick off.
And kicks straight down the middle of the field. Going to be taken on the bounce at the 20. Number 8 for the Vikings gets the outside, and he's finally going to be pulled down. They're getting awfully dangerous on those kickoffs.
They have there, and I couldn't really see who got the ball there for North.
Number 8, Chris Kimmel.
Kimball had a nice return right there. Looked like he was getting ready to sneak up that North Wilkes sidelines again, but we got him to the ground. But so far, this Husky defense, turnover and the punts, so far they've improved a little here. So let's see what happens if they keep shutting them out. And, of course, the offense has come out pretty much where they left off from the second quarter on last Friday night.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Winkler in the gun, and he's going to be a straight quarterback dive up the middle. He's got room. He's up to the 50-yard line, finally tackled by Peterson.
Yeah, and that is Luke Peterson. Of course, like we said last week, we got Peters and Petersons everywhere. The Vikings do get a nice gain there and get a first down there.
First down just shy of the 50-yard line for the Vikings. Winkler in the gun, 1st and 10. And it looks like he's going to be at pass on first down to the middle of the field. The ball is incomplete. Almost picked it off. But
yeah, nice coverage over there by Bryant Blevins. He had a monster game last week from his linebacker spot. Just a good job right there. He timed that up perfect, got there about the time the ball did and knocked it loose.
Yeah, Blevins had a good game from the linebacker spot. Spencer had a good game.
They sure did. And then, like we said, it was just the big plays is what hurt them.
2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. 7:02 to go in the first quarter. Huskies lead 12-0. Winkler in the gun. Hands off to Corpning and met in the backfield by number 58, Mason Armentrout.
Armentrout is living in the backfield in this first quarter. That's second or third time he's been back there to meet Copeland in the backfield. So he's having a well of a first quarter.
And Mark Armentrout's one of those kids. He never played football until middle school.
So he just played when he got to high school. There you go. I mean, he's.
Oh no, he played in like his 8th grade year, I think.
Okay. Might be something to that though.
Yeah,
we talked about it. He may be starting them too little.
3rd and 11 for the Vikings. They're going to look to throw on 3rd down. Lots of pressure up the middle from the Huskies. Winkler looking to throw. He's got a man open, and he caught it at the 24-yard line. That's number 2. Pennington for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a big play there for the Vikings. You got to give Winkler some credit for getting loose, and that's tough on that cornerback. You don't know if he's going to start running.
A long time.
Yeah, and he come up a little there. Nice throw on the run by Winkler. Give the Vikings credit there. Not just a nice pickup.
1st and 10 now for the Vikings. 6:07 to go here in the first quarter. Winkler gets the play from the sideline. And the pistol look for the Vikings. Handoff up the middle, number 24. And he makes a few guys miss. He's going to be up to about the 19.
Yeah, and that's Armentrout in there again on the bottom of the pile. And he picked up about 4 yards right there. It looks like the Vikings getting in a little rhythm here.
Corpening back in for the Vikings. 3 receivers to the top of the field. Winkler checks the play. quiet here in North Wilkes. We can
It
hear
is
the other.
quiet right now.
And it looks like it was going to be a handoff, but Corporing slipped down, and Winkler's just going to run for his life, and he's going to throw it to the sideline. And
I think he's going to get a flag.
I think you have to.
On the ground. And the headlines was looking at the referee. He's going to talk to him. I think he'll throw it late.
And here comes the flag.
Let him talk about it.
Yeah.
Let them talk about it. That's usually one the referee's going to go over and make sure there wasn't nobody in the area or anything like that. So they're going to get this right.
It is going to be intentional grounding against the Vikings. And Mark, third down has really been the Achilles heel so far for the Vikings.
It has been, like right there, that was just going to be a simple dive play to their running back, their best player, and he just slipped
fell
down and
down,
get the handoff, and it was just.
And we talked about how good the field looks, but it's slippery out there.
It looks, yeah, they're starting to tear it up there in the middle a little bit, but like we said, we come through quite a bit of rain on the way down there, or where it had rained.
And now they're talking about the spot of the football.
Yeah, and that's a loss of down, too, so it's going to be fourth down. Unless they change that rule.
I don't remember, was it second down? They've already just changed it. It looks that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be third down now.
Yeah, it will be third down.
It's going to be third and long. And now they're going to talk about it.
I'm not, you said that, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it was.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it. Hampton seems to think it's fourth down.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
A lot of refs in the stands today.
Yeah, boy.
They travel well.
Yeah, they do. These ones up here are never wrong.
Never made a bad call in their life.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a loss of down penalty. We do know that.
No, I don't. And the scoreboard don't have it. I don't remember was it second or third down before they snapped the ball. I can't either.
So.
And it's going to be third down now. He's going to come over and give Hampton an explanation.
They're trying to figure it out here.
Yeah.
Fourth down. He's changing it. They've got together and talked about it. Of course, it takes a little time, but he is going to change it to fourth down.
Yep. Fourth down. And I guarantee now we're going to have a stoppage, and he's going to have to go over and explain it to the North Wilkes coach.
Well, no, North Wilkes coach, I think he probably knew. So, yeah, the one last week was going to tell everybody in the building what was going on.
Now they keep the offense on the field for fourth down, and Winkler rolls out the throw, and it's incomplete, I do believe.
No matter, Hussey's going to get the ball right there. I think they're going to give him a catch on that. I don't know if he called it or not, but, I mean, that was fourth and, about 20 yards right there. So Hussey's going to get the ball back here on about the 35-yard line.
We'll see if this Huskies' hot offense can stay hot. As so far it's been Blake Peters to Colin Estes. Estes and Phipps to this side.
He's really.
And we got another stoppage of play. Looks like North Wilkes going to take a timeout.
Or it could be now. It could be. No, he signaled north. I was going to say sometimes, but it's really heat. They'll get the heat and humidity timeouts, but it's not too bad.
It feels pretty good. Looks like the only. Well, we got a couple of score updates on our Miller's Insert scoreboard. Grayson County is up on Allegheny 14-0. Wilkes Central leads Avery County 8-6. Maiden is up on Watauga 12-0.
I mean, now Maiden's, they're loaded.
Loaded. Absolutely loaded.
I mean, they went fourth, round last year. Got receivers that are going to the University of North Carolina, but now Watauga's a good football team.
Yeah, Watauga sometimes they start slow.
They do, and we'll see what happens.
And Mitchell is up on McDowell 14-7.
Winchester 12-gauge pump, and a Spa-Day, and a gas grill. Tickets are $5 going down to the concession.
It'll be first and 10 for the Huskies. Ball on the 25-yard line. Peters in the gun. And hand off to Peterson on first down. He tries to bounce outside. That Viking defensive line was right there, number 74 for the Vikings.
They done a good job bottling him up right there, because I don't know how many times we've seen him last week. We were getting ready to call him down, and he'd come out of the pack. Give the Viking defense some credit there. He actually lost a yard right there.
It's Mason Elmore on the stop for the Vikings. Be 2nd and 11 for the Huskies. They're going to bring a blitz straight up the middle. Peters gets rid of the football out onto Matthew Peterson. And he's going to pick up positive yard for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a 3rd and long right here, though. 3rd and about 8. And I was going to mention there, and they sort of, when he's thrown it to Estes over here, it's when he's had single coverage on him. Single receiver to one side, I should say.
There's 3 receivers to this side. You got Collin, Ryder Phipps, and I think that's either Tanner Poe. And Peters throws off his back foot, and it may be picked off if he's not out of bounds.
It looks like we are going to get a turnover here, and you can't throw that thing off your back foot. We talked about that a lot right there, but and overthrown footballs. Yep. Bad thing, overthrown footballs, but defense is going to have to step it up right here. First turnover here for the Huskies.
So it will be an interception for the Vikings. Huskies lead 12-0. Winkler and the Vikings offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
And they were moving the football last time, and they, like you said, they got to that 3rd down and had some bad plays there.
And off to Corpning on the left-hand side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
I noticed one thing, and a lot of teams are like this. I think I've talked about this before, but North Wilkes likes running that football to their sidelines, as they say.
They do, yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see them.
I think it was Elkin last year, we noticed. Always ran for their side.
It don't matter if it's short side of the field or not. They just like in that. I'd like to see get number 6 Copeland out here on the wide side one time, see what happens.
2 backs in the backfield for the Vikings. Handoff up the middle, big number 6 for.
He's going to pick up the 1st down.
North. That is enough for a Viking 1st down.
I believe. Well, let's see.
And
didn't look like we got a very good. Yes, now they're saying 1st down.
And Mark, I can't tell. That scoreboard has some lights out. Is that 3:24 or 5:24 to go here in the first quarter?
3:24.
3:24 to go here in the first quarter. Huskies do lead 12-0, but Vikings are threatening. And it's option play, and the football is on the ground. The Huskies are trying to get there before it goes out of bounds.
Nice job again there, 51 for Ashe. Got there first.
Dante Wellington.
And done a nice job there, and just really North has a few good plays, and then they have a sloppy play there. Bad pitch, but nice pressure.
Second and long now for the Vikings. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Winkler in the gun, back to each side. He's looking to throw. He's going to try to get it out quick to number 8. And a big hit from the Huskies.
That's Bryant Blevins once again coming in. A good, nice job. We swarmed the football there good, but Bryant Blevins got there first. Nice job there. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 10 here. Of course, this is most likely 2-down territory unless you lose a bunch of yardage.
It was 4th and 15 last time they went for it. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
3rd and 10 for the Vikings. 4 wide receivers. And they're going to throw on 3rd down, gets it out quick to number 2, and he is short of the sticks, but does pick up positive yards.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty close, but he's going to be short, so it's going to be what, maybe we'll call it, they're not putting it on, we'll call it about 4th and 3 or 4 right here. So see if the Huskies can get a stop in the red zone here. North Wilkes has had the football a lot in this.
They have.
Towards the end of it.
We scored quick, so it's going to be 4th down for Winkler. And straight handoff up the middle. And Huskies can't wrap him up in the backfield. He may get in, Mark. And it will be a touchdown for the North Wilkes. Can't believe they didn't call a horse collar there.
Even though it was in the end zone, I can't believe they didn't flag that neither, really, to be honest with you. It looked like he reached for it. But, yeah, he just kept picking his way there, found a little seam. And now we know some of that speed the coaching staff was talking about. He hit it, and he was gone. So, Vikings here get their first score, bring this score 12-6 here.
And the PAT is up. And it is good. And, Mark, we talked about it last week. Points after touchdown. They loom big in high school football.
You're missing them 2 extra points right now. And, I mean, we've always talked about
14-7 looks a lot better than 12-7.
It sure does. I mean, you know, and, you got to give the Vikings some credit. They've sort of, they've
weathered the storm.
Weathered the storm here and got back in this football game here. Of course, a lot of football to be played.
2-13. It's been a long first quarter.
It sure has.
A lot of points and turnovers.
And now let's see how this Husky team responds right here.
Take a look at the Miller's Insurance scoreboard. They have changed the score, and the Maiden-Watauga game is now 6-0 Maiden instead of 12-0. No other score. Starmount is up on Community Schools of Davidson, 21-7. I didn't know that was a school.
No, must be no.
Surrey Central is trailing East Wilkes 7-0. And Freedom is up on East Burke 7-0. Three Huskies back for the Huskies. Good kick taken by Peterson at about the 8-yard line. And he's across the middle of the field, tries to bounce it outside, and just goes down at 25.
Yeah, there's not, you get in the middle of the field, there's not a whole lot of cutting going on. But he might should have stayed in the seam there a little bit. But anyway, he's going to get it out to about the 25-yard line here. So and you know, the Huskies need to respond here. They sort of got a little stagnant there. They need to see if they can get something going here. You know, last series, North Wilkes defense played very well.
Two receivers in tight for the Huskies. Peters in the gun, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a reverse to Estes. And he's got the middle of the field, and there's a flag and another flag. And there's like 12 flags in the field right now, thrown by 4 guys. So this one is definitely coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back. I think everybody's seen. I didn't see.
I don't know what they threw the flag for, but there was a lot of flags being thrown.
Like he signaled blocking the back right there.
But the play design and the run,
nice block.
That was great.
Looks like,
and that's a wrinkle we haven't seen. I don't know, years, if ever.
He might have run that little reverse jet sweep toss with Colin Ellis before he was quarterback. I don't remember seeing that one. He's dug deep for that one. That's a big penalty.
Big holding is a spot foul. It's a big penalty, but it's only going to make it 1st and 12, you know, since it's a spot foul.
Yeah, and, you know, hey, we've always talked about there's not too many times we're going to drive the ball down the field methodically. It's usually a big play here or there.
So now 1st and 12 for Peters. Three receivers to this side. Fakes the handoff on 1st down, gets it out quick to Ryder Phipps, and it goes through his hands. Huskies fortunate that didn't fall right into number 8's hands.
Because Poe's getting ready to block like he's supposed to. It was a little inside tunnel screen, and it went through Phipps' hand. And I'm like you, that we're lucky that ball wasn't picked off.
And, Mark, I know we talked about it last week, but I like the numbers on these white jerseys so much better.
Oh, you can see them.
2nd and 12 now for the Huskies. Peters hands off on 2nd down. Big hole for Peterson. Still on his feet. Breaks through tackles. He's at the 40, 50. He's got one man to beat. He's down the sideline and finally going to be dragged down at about the 25. And
I'll tell you what.
they just knocked on the horse collar.
I mean, he didn't pull him. I tell you what now, I'm like you. That's close right there on that, too. I definitely think this after the touchdown. I mean, that should have been a dead ball penalty in my. But anyway, great run by Peterson there.
And that's another one of those. You thought he was down, you know?
Yeah, he reeled off, I don't know, there, about 60 yards there and got the ball down inside the red zone here. They're going to start from their 19-yard line, but Huskies needed that.
Yeah. After the big Peterson run, 1st and 10 from the 19. Peters looks to throw on 1st down. He's throwing to the end zone. He's got the number 5 Ryder Phipps, just can't get it to him.
Yeah, a little underthrown right there, but nice idea. Had him open there for a minute, but just didn't connect.
And that's another. I think Phipps lost his footing a little bit. This field getting a little muddy.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like we said, of course we've seen some rain, but yeah, it's getting tore up pretty bad now. That's still like a grass field, natural grass field.
Peters takes the snap on 2nd down, looks to throw, pump fake, and he's got pressure in his face. He rolls to the right, and he's going to take it up off the field. First time we've seen Peters take off.
Yeah, nice play right there. He didn't have nothing. He tried to get Matthew Peterson to go upfield, and he did, but they still wasn't nothing there. And he got, 2 yards, got what he could get and get out of bounds instead of forcing the football somewhere and causing a mistake. Nice play by the kid. You're in 2-down territory here, too.
Especially since we're field goal kickers over here on the sideline.
Oh yeah, he could probably make a decent sized field goal, but yeah, definitely without the kicking game tonight. It's gonna be about 3rd and 9 here.
Peters takes snap, looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got lots of blue jerseys in front of him, throws the screen to Peterson, and he's breaking tackles up to, looks to be about the 4 or 5 yard line from here, Mark.
Now, I tell you what, and of course, I don't know what it is. Whoever calls it, if Hampton, we're going to give Hampton the credit. He always talks about the screen passes, but they seem to call that screen pass at the right time. Nice job right there. Blockers out in front got a few blocks, and he took it up the sideline.
Going to be the 2-back set for the Huskies. This may be, and we called it last week, the wild dog. I don't know if it's caught on yet or not, but that's what we're going to call it.
Yeah, we are in the wild dog here with Peterson behind center.
There's going to be a timeout on the field.
And he did say Ashe took that, okay.
A couple score updates. Wilkes Central now leads Avery 16-6. Mitchell is up on McDowell 14-7. And East Burke and Freedom are tied at 7 apiece. So the minute 7 to go here in the first quarter. Huskies lead 12-7. They are down in the red zone. They're 1st and goal from about the 4 yard line.
Or whoever. College guy. She looked at it.
Excuse me, I want to touch the ball.
The Huskies offense comes back out 1st and goal. We'll see if they stick with the same formation. It does look like they're going to stay in their wild dog formation. Peter stays on the sideline. Peterson and Osborne in the backfield with Bryant Blevins. Peterson takes a snap. He's going to run to his right. He's got one man to beat, and he dives for the pylon. Doesn't get there. Going to be short and bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he might have picked up 2 yards right there. Let's see if they go with this one more time. Or more quarterbacks want to get back in there.
Hey, he does.
They said, nope, come back. We're going to stay in as Coach Mr. Farmer has named this the wild dog formation. Wild Huskier.
And Peterson takes it once again, runs up the middle of the field. Ball came loose, and North Wilkes may have it.
They do have it.
And it will be a turnover for the Huskies. And we talked about it, no turnovers last week. We've got 2 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a big one down inside the 5 there. And I don't remember the last time that kid fumbled, but so we'll see what. Well, you got to take, a positive out of this and hope the defense can keep them down there, maybe get a safety or something. But, yeah, that is a big turnover by the Huskies.
27.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
The Vikings take over at their own 4-yard line.
Will be in the 4-yard line for the Vikings. Winkler in the gun. Hand off up the middle. And Huskies are driving back.
You got at least, Farmer, here. Force you a punt right here and at least keep the field position in your favor. But that's a good stop on first down. Well, they're going to give you maybe a yard there, but
looks like that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Give it 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Vikings.
Will be 2nd and 7 when we come back. So at the end of the first quarter, the Huskies lead 12-7. We'll be back to the second quarter. SkyZhone HD, game of the week.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years, cutting their teeth in Western wear and specializing in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They also offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. They are dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses can be proud to wear. Carroll Original Wear is proud to support our hometown teams.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD game of the week as we start the second quarter here. Huskies lead 12-7. They've got the Vikings pinned deep after a turnover.
yeah, big turner. We're going in to score there and fumble it. But like I said, we got to keep the field position this way. Hopefully we can get 3 and out right here.
Falls loose on the ground, but North Wilkes picks it up.
He's going to pick up a couple of boys. They about returned the favor there, but it's going to make it, of course, I look for him to run it again. It's going to be very, about 3rd and 5 or 6 here, manageable.
It will be 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Pinned deep in their own territory. Winkler in the gun. 4 receivers. And he's going to take it straight up the middle, and he's got a hole, but he gets tripped up, and he's going to be close, depending on the spot.
See this guy up here, I tell you, well, they're stopping it, but I guess that's for the, they may measure here. I don't know. He's going to walk out and put the ball on his foot. They're going to measure it here, it looks like.
First down.
Give him a first down here. So, man, he had a big hole. I'm sort of glad he bumped and slipped there because he did have a big hole.
Yeah, if he doesn't trip over his own lineman there, he has a lot of green grass in front of him.
It looked like he sure did. So, well, they get out of the shadow of their end zone, or yeah, their end zone a little bit.
First and 10. Winkler gets to play 11-18 to go here in the second quarter. Winkler takes the snap, hands off to Courtney up the middle, and met by Bryant Blevins and Luke Osborne.
Yeah, Bryant Blevins again, Luke Osborne once again. I tell you what, one thing I've noticed about Copeland, whenever he starts to try to turn and stuff, that ball gets pretty loose. We need to recognize that and maybe get somebody going after that football.
Madden used to say, carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, there you go. Carries it like a loaf of bread. He gets it away from his body a little bit.
2nd and 5 now for the Vikings. Ball's loose once again. The Vikings pick it up, and they're going to make something positive out of it.
They sure are. And I mean, they are having trouble with the snap, but like right there, they've got lucky twice on this drive on the balls on the ground and just bouncing right back to them. Well, they didn't move it much, so he might just got back to the line of scrimmage right there. So a big 3rd down and 4 play right here.
Winkler in the gun. Huskies flip their coverage. And another bad snap for the Vikings, and the Huskies are right there.
I tell you what, the Vikings are, like we said earlier, can move the football. Too many miscues, but thank goodness for the Huskies here now. They're going to force a punt. We ought to end up with pretty good field position here.
Colin Estes back for the Huskies. And the rain's moved out. There's like a fog in the air and a little moisture.
It's misty. Wet and damp, I guess.
Yep. And it's a end-over-end kick toward the sideline, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the – see where they mark it.
Oh, yeah, going to have good field position here.
The 36-yard line.
And, you know, Huskies moved the ball last time. Just unfortunate with the fumble down there. They need to get it in the end zone right here.
So Peters in this Husky offense comes out with 5:13 to go here in the first half.
I'll tell you what, there is a big crowd here tonight.
There is.
I mean, Ashe County traveling.
They're excited for some Husky football.
And North Wilkes is full.
Peters takes a snap, looks to throw on first down. He's got pressure up the middle, steps up, and Tanner Poe catches it at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, nice job right there. Peters getting a little pressure there towards the end, but he stood in there and threw a shot to Tanner Poe there, and see where they're going to go with it. Nice 9-yard pickup on first down.
Second and short now for the Huskies.
Now they give him a first down.
Oh, well, they are going to give him a first down.
I thought
it was,
we sort of got an angle.
And throws on first down. Got Tanner Poe at the 20. And a late flag. I don't know if it's a face mask maybe.
Hey, it's like we say all the time. That's an extension of the running game there. Throw it out there, get 5 yards. Of course, maybe not on the wet field. He might make that guy miss right there, but he did slip down. It is going to be interesting. Did he get the face mask on the tackle? I don't know.
Hey, Tanner was the only Husky in the area. Going to be a personal foul face mask against North Wilkes.
Well, one guy did come in, so he had to grab something because, like you say, there wasn't many people around. No. So big break here for the Huskies. We'll take that ball, down inside the...
Looks like the
right at the 10-yard line.
9 or 10-yard line from here.
They're not going to put the stakes up, so it's at least a 10 or 9-yard line.
Be first and goal for the Huskies.
And we need to finish this drive.
Huskies lead 12-7. Peters looks to throw on first down. He's got pressure. He gets it, flicks it out to Peterson, and he somehow stays on his feet. Yeah, he might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe, but tough right there.
Blake had a guy in his face right
in
the
his
snap.
face. I mean, you know, they sent it looked like that linebacker come right there. So, but they got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone this time.
Second goal now for the Huskies. 3 receivers to the left, 1 lone receiver, Grable to the bottom. And we got, it looks like a false start. It'll be a false start against the Huskies. It's going to move them back.
Mistakes. So now it's going to be, second and goal from about the 15. I guess maybe sometimes if you like to pass like that, it gives you a little more room.
Yeah, I guess so. It gets crowded down toward the goal line.
But down here, they've been in the red zone this whole start of the second quarter and not come away with any points yet.
Peters takes a snap on second down. He looks across the middle. He's got Tanner Poe, and if he's in, going to mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Wow, I don't know how that's a touchdown. That's a heck of a catch by Tanner Poe right there. I mean, he's got to be on the inch line.
Yeah.
But good job there. Nice throw. Good. Had time to throw the football.
And that's the third time on this drive he's went to Poe in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and hit him.
Yeah.
So Poe's having a pretty good night so far, him and Colin Estes. So I was getting ready to say we're going for 2, but no, we didn't score.
First and goal, and Peterson was met in the backfield. That's Luke Osborne was met the minute he took the handoff.
All I can say is that's a jailbreak, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody missed the assignment.
big time. Big time missed the assignment, and that's a big loss here. We'll bring up 4th and goal now from about the 5-yard line.
And I don't think that's right. There's no way it could be 4th down. Could it? I mean,
Yeah, we were 1st and goal from the
oh, that's right, yeah. I forgot we moved back. And he's got a man that's got Poe open, and it is incomplete. I thought it was picked off for a second.
Yeah, you got to give this.
That's twice the Huskies have gotten down inside the, the 5-yard line. He didn't come away with points.
He's misblocked. I mean, that's got to be a mistake on that. I mean, but got to give North Wilkes defense some credit. They've come away with a turnover and now a stop. Got 6:29 left until the half here. So
Still 12-7, Huskies lead. Lots of points put up in the first quarter. None put up since.
yeah, and defense has played well.
Winkler takes the snap, hands off up the middle, and Corpening tries to bounce it outside. He's got a blocker, and he's finally going to be taken down to 20, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, by far best run of the night for North Wilkes right there, I think, my opinion. But you can see
He's getting more comfortable.
he is. He's got a little shake and bake there, or whatever you want to call it. And
He's shifty.
I thought he had a chance there was going to break it. Got to give Poe some credit. Or Estes, I'm sorry, on the tackle.
Winkler has trouble once again, and the Huskies try to fall on it.
And, man, they're doing it on the handoff.
Yeah,
It's like they're hitting the running backs in the side. I don't know.
And it's not really a snap. It's just a handoff that's exchanged.
The quarterback's got it. I don't know if he's supposed to be faking it.
And, we see so much of that, read option.
Yeah. He may be trying to pull it. I believe if I was a coach, I'd drop that play.
Second and long now for the Vikings. Winkler takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got a man, and it's number 2. He's got it down the sideline. The ball comes loose once again. We just can't get it to fall our way.
No, it's every time one's come loose on their side, it's either bounced right to them or went out of bounds. But nice play there by North Wilkes to get the ball out to may give them a first down here. It's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to give them a first down. They're moving the chains. This game started out quick, Mark, and it's kind of just pace is slowed down. It's just kind of back and forth. North takes the handoff once again, and
been in their zone all time.
yeah, Corpening once again tries to get to their outside on the right-hand side. And they just stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, and he gets up in there. Not seen him move up yet, but he got a nice 6-yard gain there, at least 5. And again, they run it to their sideline.
And they've kind of gotten into this, just slow, methodical, get some yards, move the chains.
And yeah, of course, we ain't seen 50-50 so far, but I think after the first couple of passes that they decided, but kid's still capable of throwing it.
And he's going to throw it on second down. He's looking deep across the mound, open middle. And he has passed everybody, and he's going to try to be tackled. He breaks another tackle, and he's still on his feet. He may get to the pylon and score.
Heck of a play right there. And, hey, thing about it is now, here's the thing you got to think about that play. They watched film.
Oh, yeah.
They watched North Wilkes
straight down the middle of the field.
Last week of the Wilkes Central game, and it's the same play right there. So called us in the defense they wanted in, and the quarterback threw a good ball right there. So, I mean, they've taken a 1-point lead here.
Huskies trail for the first time since the first quarter of last week's game. They only trailed 13-12. The PAT coming on for the Huskies.
8-6, Wakanda.
Kick is up, and it is good. So the Vikings take a 14-12 lead with 4:22 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take another look at some other scores on our Miller's Insurance scoreboard.
done it. Yeah, we did.
And it does not update it on our SkyZone Miller Insurance scoreboard, but Mark tells me Watauga now leads Maiden 8-6.
It's not quite as good updating when we're on the road.
No. The Wi-Fi or cellular service down here in Hayes isn't quite what it is back home. Colin back deep for the Huskies, along with Luke Osborne.
Okay, Justin, they need to answer. I mean, they've kept the ball down here in the red zone. They've got to finish the drive. It's as simple as that.
And it's kicked off to the far side. Osborne's going to take it. And he's still on his feet up to the 32-yard line. Parker Moore in on the tackle for the Vikings. So you said it, Mark. They've moved the football.
I mean, last two drives.
Just can't come away with points.
Inside the 5-yard line twice and come away with no points. Of course, we talked about it. Vikings here have taken a 14 to 12 point lead. And
that's 14 unanswered points by the Vikings.
It sure is. Huskies started out 12-0. Let's see what the Huskies come here. I'd hand it to Mr. Peterson a few times, I think.
And it's a high snap over Peter's head. He's just going to fall on it, and it's still loose. And North Wilkes is going to recover inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Matt, that's a young quarterback mistake right there. You've got to fall on the foot. You can't try to pick it up. You cannot try to pick that football up.
He comes up limping pretty good.
Yep, and of course, bad snap everything starts with that snap when it's bad. And I tell you, we talked about this a lot last week. We need something to get the momentum back. All Uncle Mo's on North Wilkes sideline right now.
And you see Peters limping on this sideline. It's like he got fell on. It's a great field position for the Vikings as they lead 14 to 12, trying to add to it.
Yeah, just another turnover. 3 tonight.
Hand off to Corpning up the middle. He's up to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, just
DeAndre's shifty.
He is as good as advertised. He's doing a great job. He got good balance. He sees it well. Going to be second in about 7 here. Of course, North Wilkes got great field position on the turnover here inside the 15-yard line.
Second down for the Vikings. Winkler in the gun. And looks to throw to number 10. He's down inside the 5. A little quick slant.
Yep, you're going to get the first down, so you're going to be
first and goal.
Gold here from the 4-yard line.
Got a feeling we'll see him hand off to Deontay right here.
I would. I'd hand it off to somebody. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah, maybe. I think there's 3:08 to go here in the first half.
3:04.
2 backs in the backfield for the Vikings, and there's a handoff to DeAndre, and he's going to get in. There's a flag down. Hopefully that's holding for the Huskies.
Yeah, where he threw it, I believe it will be holding, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it is holding.
Holding. That's a big break here. We need to take advantage of that.
And that's the thing. We haven't really taken advantage of their mistakes much.
No, we haven't. And, I mean, our mistakes have been huge. Set them up here in good field position, of course, 2 times inside the 5-yard line on the last 2 drives and can't get the ball in the end zone. That hurts.
Yeah.
That's a big penalty right there.
Yeah, that's going to make it first
and goal from about the 15 here for the Vikes.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. see if our Miller Insurance scoreboard has updated, and it says a lot of errors, Mark. So that may be it for the Miller's Insurance scoreboard for the night.
Maybe at halftime we'll try to get on Twitter and see what's going on a little bit. All I know is the Huskies need a monster stop.
They need something.
They need to hold them out right
To hold them here.
Take some momentum.
Take some momentum. They do get to start the kickoff, the ball to start the second half.
They sure do, yeah.
Which is, something we're not used to.
No, North won the toss, and they wanted that football. And we usually do the same thing. Looks like we may be...
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. So it's going to be first and goal from the 15 for the Vikings.
Ooh, almost got lucky on the
And Winkler's going to roll out, throws off his back foot, and is completed, and looks like a touchdown for the Vikings.
Sure was, and I tell you what, who was rushing there? He got it. He done a good job. He couldn't get to him, got his hands up. You got to give Winkler some credit there.
So the Vikings now lead 20-12 with 2:41 to go in the first half.
Samuel Henneth is set for the point after.
Squeaked it through, didn't he?
Yeah, the PAT is good. And Mark, people can't tell tonight, we're sitting in the stands. We don't, away games, we usually sit in the stands. We don't go in the press box, and especially the ones that small. But
in North Wilkesboro with no air conditioning.
Bryce Peters is still on the table.
You told me not to mention it, but we got a developing story here. It looks like that
his younger brother,
Bryce Peters, or
Blake is on the table. Bryce is going to come in.
He's getting ready to go in the game, and if people don't know that, Bryce is very talented, but he's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Very, very talented. I watched him play the JV game last night, done a tremendous job, but let's see what happens here. But it does look like that.
And I don't know if it's a knee or ankle that they're working with Blake, but.
Well, he did get twisted, he got twisted up a little bit trying to get on that fumble down there. Here we go. Let's see what happens here.
North Wilkes to kick off. 2:41 to go here in the first half. North Wilkes leads 21-12. And they're going to kick it to Osborne once again. He's got it to 15 across the 20. Up to 25. Tries to bounce the outside. Stays on his feet. He's being dragged down.
That ball about come out at the end again there, Mr. Farmer. So let's see what happens here. Yes, we are Mr. Bryce Peters, the younger brother of Blake, is going into the game here for the Huskies.
And now they're bringing them back off the sideline. Looks like they're going to start out this drive with the wild dog.
Well, they may want to go into half. I don't know. I tell you what, that's asking a lot of a freshman.
That is. Down on the road, 2:30 to go. And Peterson takes a snap, and he bounces it back out, trying to stay on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's at the 40. Up to about the 46-yard line. He was really close to breaking that one, Mark.
I tell you what, that is a heck of a run by that young man right there. I mean, just absolutely a heck of a run. I agree.
Yeah, somebody get in front of him and block.
But anyway, nice job by Peterson there, and
Peterson takes a snap once again. He's going to run to this side. Nowhere to go. It's going to be a block in the back against the Huskies.
that ain't no hole. Why do you call that a hole? I don't agree.
I think he's calling it a block in the back.
Okay. On the line of scrimmage?
That definitely wasn't a hold.
But anyway, we didn't block nobody right there. I don't know if...
They're going to call it a hold.
2 minutes here. I don't know what they're going to do here. If they're going to... I think they're going to probably stick with this. What do you think, till the half?
It sure looks that way. They're breaking out the ice packs.
We'll try to see if we can find out something at halftime. It's a shame that this Peters playing good.
Piper Seeley. Neva Shoemaker.
And it looks like Bryce is coming out for the Huskies. 2:02 to go.
So they are going to bring, just decided, hey, we got to run our offense. I tell you, he's pretty talented. But
It is 1st and 4 ever for the Huskies. And he looks to throw on 1st down. They're going to throw it. And he's going to pull it down and nowhere to go for the Huskies.
They're beating us up front a little bit right now, and good job there by Mr. Peters. And one thing I will say about watching this kid play last
He can run.
He is a good runner.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have 2nd down, is that right?
Yeah, 2nd and a country mile.
I think
It's almost back on Yellowbanks Road.
They may use their timeout here if they stop them here.
And hand off to Peterson. He tries to bounce it outside and makes another guy miss. And he is running over people up to the 40-yard line.
Nice finish on that run right there. Good job by Peters. I tell you, though, he's doing a lot of that on his own. They're getting too much penetration in the backfield.
They are. I mean, they're in our backfield the minute we take the snap. Minute 17 to go in the first half. We did get out of bounds, stop the clock. 3rd and maybe 20 now for the Huskies. Peters looks to throw. He's got a man. It's down the sideline. He tries to get it to Grable, and he makes up the catch. He's at the 30, 20, 15, still on his feet, and tackled out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That was Grable down the sideline. He just went up and caught it.
Okay, now tell me, first pass had a little wobble to it, but hey, that's pretty impressive. Great job there by the freshman. Graybill, his receiver, helped him out. That's a huge play. We need to get this ball in the end zone here before the half. Great job right there. Well, it looks like we're going to go back to the wild dog here a little bit. And now we just got to finish. No mistakes right here. No penalties. Good snaps.
Peterson takes the snap, and he tries to get it up the middle, and he's going to be tackled at about the 5-yard line.
Man, he had a little seam right there.
Huskies are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, that's just their, they've got one left after this one. Of course, the freshman, he's down here, and they're looking for him. It's like, hey, dude, you got to come up here with us now.
If you had a heart monitor on Bryce right now, it's probably about 210.
I'd like to have one on his daddy.
So 45.4 seconds to go. Huskies trail 12-21. They are 2nd and goal from it looks to be about the 5-yard line.
Been here
we just can't score.
We need to get the ball in the end zone. It hurts not having a kicking game tonight much, neither. We will get an update on Blake here at the half, hopefully. They do have his knee iced a little bit. Maybe it's hopefully not anything serious. So we are going back with the quarterback. No wild dog this time on 2nd and goal from about the 5-yard line.
45 seconds to go. Huskies still have one timeout left.
We got plenty of time. And I still run the football, maybe.
Peters in the gun. Looks like they're going to blitz right up the middle. And he's got pressure.
Throw it away.
And he's going to throw it away.
I love it.
Great, smart decision.
Heady football play right there. He got outside the pocket, throw it, and he tried to give his receiver a chance, but throw the football away right there.
Yeah, because they blitzed straight up the middle. The minute we took the snap, they were in the middle.
Center or somebody's got to see that and shift over. They got to block down one right there, I think.
3rd and goal now for the Huskies. Peters in the gun, 3 receivers to his left. Grable, the lone receiver down here. Hand off to Peterson, and he cuts it back and just shy of the goal line. And Huskies are going to take a timeout. 4th and goal from the 2.
And I believe, if I'm correct, that is definitely their last timeout. But it's 4th down, so you can pass, run, or whatever right here. Because if you don't get in the end zone, then of course you're going to turn the ball over on downs here. But
37.4 seconds to go here in the first half. The Huskies could score here, then get the ball back to start the second half.
Right here, we need some. And I say this point in the game, I bet they'd like to have a kicker. You might see them try a field goal right here. But it will be interesting. It's a big call, interesting. So we just need to execute a play right here. I thought Peterson was going to get in right there, but give them credit once again.
And I will say for North Wilkes, they've tackled well tonight.
They've tackled very well. He's got some yards after contact, but not like last week.
One more time, a big round of applause for the 3rd, 4th grade cheerleaders.
And here we go. 4th and goal.
You got your freshman quarterback.
Freshman
He
quarterback.
can run the football.
Who can run?
He might, you might run a little read option right here and see if he can pull it and get in, because that's something we don't do a whole lot, really.
4th and goal for the Huskies.
We're fixing to find out.
37.4 seconds to go in the first half. Peters takes the snap and hands off to Peterson, and I don't think he's going to get there, Mark.
No. And I don't disagree with the call. I really don't. You got to give it to your best football player right there. You got to give that North Wilkes line some credit. They're just really, seems like when we get inside the 10-yard line or 5-yard line, they're really tightening up right there. Let's see here. The Vikings do have one timeout late or deep in their own territory.
Yeah, just can't give up a big play here.
Yeah, and I'm trying just to get it out. That's one thing. It's right there on the goal line. We could about
on the goal line.
A safety would be huge. I mean,
they've had problems with the snap. It'd be a great time to have
in the end
another
zone
one.
and White fall on it would be wonderful.
Huskies threatening to bring in pressure.
You know, why are you watching the play clock? The clock's not running.
And handoff straight up the middle, and he bounced it outside. There's a flag down, thankfully.
Got a hold.
Because
that looked dangerous here for
really
a minute.
did.
But where that flag went down, that's probably a hold on that end out there. Bryant's had a good game tonight so far. He's been all over the field.
20.1 seconds to go. And it's going to move the ball merely inches.
Yep. We're still working on that safety to get a little more venom here to close the half.
We need something.
Yeah, that ball's, it's got to be about touching the end zone there.
And
Hampton wants something here. He can't use the time. He ain't got a timeout. Unless I'm wrong. Oh, he used his last timeout right there. Back up. Don't get. You never know.
1st and 10 and a half. Eerie quiet down here.
Quiet down here tonight.
Huskies bring pressure to get it out quick. Number 10, and great open field tackle.
Very good.
I can't tell who that is.
We didn't get much of the yard there. Calling that time out.
Huskies lose the last time out. I guess they had one left.
I guess they had one left. I was wrong. Okay.
Timeout, Huskies.
So 13.4 seconds to go here in the first half. Maiden now leads Watauga 12-8.
This second half sort of bogged down.
Man, it's 8:45 p.m. and it's come to a
past
crawl.
my bedtime.
Yeah, we're getting close. And we apologize that Miller's Insurance scoreboard's not updating. And maybe it is for you. I hope it is. It's not for us.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm still hoping for that safety, Farmer.
Second and long from the 2-inch line.
Still hoping for that safety.
Winkler in the gun. Hand off up the middle, and Huskies' Bryant Blevins is going to hold on. And Courtney's going to end the half right here, I believe.
Half or quarter, yep.
And that will do it for the first half. Huskies trail 12-21. We'll be back with the second half of the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week after the break.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years, cutting their teeth in Western wear and specializing in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They also offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. They are dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses can be proud to wear. Carroll Original Wear is proud to support our hometown teams.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Welcome back to SkyZone HD Game of the Week. We're ready to start the second half. Huskies do trail North Wilkes 21-12. They do get the football to start this second half. And Mark, it was a first half of missed opportunities.
Oh, yeah, that's all you can say. Of course, we had the ball in the red zone 3 times, inside the 5-yard line 3 times there in the second quarter.
And the 1-yard line twice.
And just basically couldn't get the ball in. Give North Wilkes some credit. They held us out. Of course, the big news is Mr. Peters. We are going to see Bryce Peters in the second half, the freshman. His brother, they're not quite sure, but I think they're going to take him to get his leg x-rayed. We're going to pray for that young man tonight and hope it's definitely not broke.
Is it a leg or knee? What is it?
It is a leg, they're saying right now. And like I say, it don't sound the best in the world, but we're going to hope and pray that he can come back and not be hurt is what we seem to think it might be, you know.
Kickoff does go into the end zone, so the Huskies will take it at the 20-yard line.
But now, little brother is talented, so let's see what
Very
happens
talented.
here.
I'm sure he's all kinds of nervous right now.
If he ain't, he's lying.
Yeah. First and 10 for Peters. And he's going to throw on first down. And it's a nice ball down the sideline. Caught by Estes down to the 49-yard line. That did not look like a freshman quarterback throw.
That's, right on the money. We talked about it. He is very talented, and I guess Coach Steph just went in there and talked to him and said, hey, let's just turn it loose and go here.
And I'm sure they have confidence in his abilities. And these coaches have coached a long time. They know how to protect him and and put him in good situations.
Yeah, and they just come right there and let's not throw him in the screen. Go. He's got a strong arm, and we'll see what he does here.
And handoff on first down. Peterson breaks out to the outside and is going to be tackled at the 40.
Nice
Huskies offense rolling.
Yeah, nice, about 15-yard pickup right there. Nice job there. Open it up, come out. Of course, on this drive, and we talked about that's, we're getting the ball back here in the second half. We need to come out and just finish the drive. We've moved the football.
4 receivers for the Huskies. North Wilkes showing pressure up the middle, and Peters bobbles the snap. He's Going to have to take off. There's a flag down, and he throws it
Nice play.
out of bounds. Not sure what this flag's going to be for.
See what the flag is there again.
Be holding against the Huskies. In that spot, that's going to be a huge penalty.
Big penalty, just another mistake here to start the half here. And just a little trouble with the snap there.
And we talked about it last week. They played well in the trenches, but they've struggled tonight with this big defensive line.
Kids up there and we had a hard time with that blitz right up the A gap in the first half too.
And that's where they're bringing the pressure from.
Yeah. Let's see here. Of course, mistakes. Going to be first down. We're going to have a chance to overcome it here, but we just got to. We sort of just at the half they're talking a little bit exploded there in the latter stages of the half. We just didn't play real well.
It's almost 1st and 30. Peters in the gun, fakes the handoff, gets it out quickly to Ryder Phipps, and he can't handle it.
And that's a ball we need to come up with right there. You got to help him out there a little bit, but it looked like he was just trying to run with it before he had it. So second down, and we'll call it
Near 30.
Near 30 yards here in the hole. We just need to get a couple of positive plays here and get inside the chains and see if we get down here close. I think we'll go for it.
2 receivers to each side. Field receivers in tight. Peters looks to throw, and he throws on out to Phipps, and he's going to be across the 50 up to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, so, nice job there getting a chunk of it back. It's going to bring up about a third and what we'll call it 14 here. So, and hey, I've said it before, if you get pretty close here, you're probably in 2-down territory maybe because you're going to be in no man's land.
3rd and 13 now for the Huskies. Peters in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw once again, got time, get it on the out, and out of bounds is Ian Graybill.
So now we're going to have 4th here. Yeah, just a little out of bounds, almost got it there. And we need to see what they do.
The punt team.
Yeah, they're going to punt the football here. Well, it's just a one-score game, but yeah, too many yards to try to get right there, I think, Dustin.
And it gives you a chance to maybe pin them deep.
Yeah, get a chance to pin them deep. The defense has played pretty good. They've scored 21 points, but they've had to work for it.
Borders to punt for the Huskies. And a nice spiral punt that will take a Husky bounce all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I thought he was going to fool around and let it roll in the end.
I did too.
Coach, there you go. You called it, Mr. Farmer. Big play right there. Now let's see if we can make something happen with this defense right here. Katie's got her quarterback little brother's play.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. The ball is literally almost placed on the goal line.
Yeah, it's on the inch line down there.
They take the snap, look to throw on 1st down out of the end zone, and they get it out. It falls incomplete.
I tell you what, they had that tunnel screen set up, Mr. Farmer.
They did, Winkler.
Looked like they had some blockers in front. I'm glad he dropped that.
Second and 10 now for the Vikings.
They are 99 in the yard, half
Yeah.
to go.
That ball spent a lot of time around the goal line tonight.
And on this end,
Yeah.
it sure has. That whole second quarter, of course, the Huskies were trying to score, and it was like North held them out every time.
Handoff up the middle for,
I tell you what,
and that's close if he didn't. Oh, 3rd down. That was real close to safety.
They're calling him out of the end zone there just barely. So another big 3rd down here.
Big 3rd down.
3rd and about 9. Of course, the big thing is North Wilkes is, on their own 99-yard line.
Winkler in the gun. High snap. Winkler handles it. And they're going to go deep. And calls incomplete. And a late flag. A really late flag.
There was contact there at the beginning of the play, and then he throws it sort of late. I don't agree with that call
I don't
at
either.
all.
And here's the thing: if there's call it when the contact's made. Don't wait.
Yeah. That's a big penalty right there, and like I say, that hurts.
So the Vikings get bailed out on a penalty on a pass interference call.
You know, one score game, you just gotta forget about that one and go.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Ball placed on the 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And he's got room on the outside. Going to be finally dragged down.
Have they run the ball anywhere but to their
Just to their sideline. If they run the football, even if they start up the middle, they go to their sideline.
They sure do. Nice pickup on 1st down, though. Got about 8 yards. Like you say, the Vikings are getting methodical with this clock a little more.
Winkler in the gun, and you're right, they are working the play clock, and it looks like it might be a false start.
I believe we have got a false start right there.
False start against the Vikings.
Will be a false start against the Vikings. That's going to move them back.
So the Huskies get a break here.
They get 2nd and about 8.
5-yard penalty. We'll replay the 2nd down.
Winkler in the gun. Kind of a pistol look. Takes the snap. Pass, and they got the screen set up. The Huskies are on it.
Get him to the ground there. Nice job there. Looked like that had a chance, and they might have picked up a couple of yards. So big. This is a huge 3rd down here, Mr. Farmer.
And Mark, one thing I've noticed as we've started the second half, number 6, Deontay Corpening, hasn't been out.
No, he has not been in the game. You are right.
And I don't see him on the sideline.
We'll have to see if we see him over there. I hadn't paid no attention to that. It looks like he might be over there cramping up, Mr. Farmer, maybe.
Yep.
He is, looks like.
He is on the table. And they throw it on 3rd down, and Huskies do well. The ball comes loose.
And that's a break, maybe. Did we end up with the football there?
And no signal
No
yet.
signal
It will be
yet.
Husky football.
Break right there for the Huskies. Defense is keeping them in this thing right now. Of course, little problem with quarterback and the change and everything with the older brother, Blake Peters going in. Now Bryce is out there. Of course, he's thrown some good balls here. Now let's just see if this Husky team can finish the drive.
Just get some rhythm.
Yeah, get some rhythm, get going. I know I sound like a broken record, but they've had the ball down here in the red zone all night long and just cannot get the ball in the end zone.
Total yards, they're probably winning, just not points. Peters hands the ball off on 1st down, and Peterson up the middle. Picks up good yardage on 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like about 5 right there, and we'll take that. I mean, you know, with the situation right now, with the young quarterback, you're going to have to rely on Mr. Peterson right here. He's going to have to maybe do a little more for you. Somebody down here.
Looks like somebody's cramping up. And it looks like it might be Peterson. That's Peterson down.
Cramping up, yeah. He's worked hard tonight, so have to have a change there. But so this is an injury timeout here. Let's see what happens. Well, a scoreboard ain't good. Penny, let's take a look at Twitter and see if we can find anything.
Yeah, our Miller Insurance scoreboard's still not working.
Oh, here we go. Miller Insurance. Looks like Wilkes Central's beating Avery right now, 6-0. Well, no, hold on. Here's Wilkes Central's actually up 36-6 on Avery County in the second quarter.
I think we've got the scoreboard working now, Mark.
Okay.
Looks like, if this is correct, Maiden is up on Watauga 12-8 in the second quarter.
That's the last report I got.
Wilkes Central is up 36-6 at the half. East Wilkes is up on Surrey Central 21-7. Grayson County is up on Allegheny 14-7.
I tell you what.
Starmount and the Community Schools of Davidson are in a shootout, 37-35.
I tell you what, if you want to go watch a fun rivalry football game, you may not believe this, Farmer, but I did go with Coach Piscopo a couple of years ago and done a Allegheny.
Oh, and Grayson, I've been to those games. They
County,
are fun
man. I mean, and everybody in Grayson County's there, and everybody in Allegheny County is there, and it was
it's a
great
big rivalry.
Game. Yes, it is.
Peterson walks off the field on his own power, still cramping up a little bit. Luke Osborne in the game for the Huskies. Got a freshman and a sophomore in the backfield. Peters looks to throw. He's got a man, and Graybill comes down with the catch for a Husky touchdown. One-handed.
And a daggone flag and everything else. The flag did come out, I believe, but he comes down with that football. Ian Graybill right there. Great throw by the young freshman quarterback.
To a sophomore receiver.
To a sophomore receiver there, so big play right there.
Looks like the Huskies will go for two. Great throw, great catch. That's a freshman to a sophomore.
And, momentum we needed. I tell you, like you said, great throw. Two young kids right there, freshman to a sophomore. Good job, big two-point conversion right here.
And Peters looks at the throw, rifles it, and it falls incomplete. So we'll take another look at that Peters to Graybill touchdown and our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary. It took 1 minute 30 seconds. Went 18 yards in 2 plays, 13-yard touchdown pass from, better get this right, the youngest Peter, Bryce Peters to Ian Graybill. The 2-point conversion was no good, so that brings your score here with 7:24 left in the third quarter. North Wilkes Vikings 21, Ashe County 18. That is your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary.
So, Mark, second half, drive down, get some points on the board.
Fine, yep.
Finally getting some good
feeling. Little momentum. Hey. I know he's still nervous, but you can look at him on the sideline. The freshmen don't care now.
No. I think on that PAT, he was so jacked up that he put a little extra on it.
He's playing football now, so that's good to see.
Our backyard subs kickoff.
I tell you, and we hadn't talked about it a whole lot. I guess we need to start thinking about this Carroll original wear end zone play of the game. I'm going to circle that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And a kickoff toward the sideline. And it will go out of bounds. Well, back in the stadium in bounds. No one was even going toward it. Talk about a recovery.
It looked like it was going to set up right there and maybe stay in bounds, but it didn't. So they
didn't make an effort to go after the football.
let's see if his defense has played well all night, really. So let's see if they can come out and get another stop. And
Other than the one big play that you talked about where they watched the film, the guy going straight down.
Yeah, that's it.
Devontae is back in the game for the Vikings.
I believe they look like, just looking at the table, that he may have been having a few cramps too.
Handoff on first down to Devontae up the middle, and he's met by that Huskies defensive line.
He picks up probably 3 or 4 right there. And this Viking team, I mean, they're happy picking up 3 or 4 on first down like that.
And they're happy just running some time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's early in the third, but they still just run.
Oh, they still plenty of time in the ball game, but yes.
Winkler looks to pass, and he's going down the sideline, and that man wide open. And he was still on his feet, and finally going to be taken down by Estes at the 20-yard line. I mean, there was no one near him.
I don't know what happened right there, but yeah, our corner just pretty much, I don't know if he thought he had help over the top, but he just let him run by him right there. Good throw there, and that's a field position change and a big play for the Vikings.
And, you know, we've talked about it. Big plays.
Oh, yeah. That's been the name of the game in the early season here in the first 2 games. Maybe we can get a turnover or something here. Just keep them out of the end zone.
Winkler in the gun. 1st and 10 from the Husky 20. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be pulled down after maybe 2 or 3 yard gain.
Yeah, he hadn't really kept it a whole lot tonight, so that's a little bit of a wrinkle there. Nice pickup, actually. Looks like he got more, about 6 or 7 yards right there.
Wellington in on the tackle for the Huskies. Winkler looks to throw, and he's going across the middle of the field. Oh, through his hands.
Looked like there's a nice, almost a slip through in the corner standing there. But anyway, incomplete pass here. So you got 3rd and 4 here for the Vikes. And the Huskies are just looking to get a stop. Pretty nice coverage. I don't know that it went far right there if we'd have made a tackle.
Huskies trail 18-21 here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down for the Vikings. Hand off to Devontae, and he's getting to the corner. He's going to be tackled. Looks like he has enough for the first down.
Luke Peterson in there on the tackle that time, I believe. They're going to get
first and goal.
Down. So we're first, or Vikes are 1st and goal from the 7.
Two receivers to this side. 2 backs in the backfield. Winkler hands off to number 6, and Huskies trying to rip the ball out.
Yeah, they did try to rip it out there. He might have got a yard or 2, so looks like he got the ball down to the 5-yard line. So 3 more plays here, big plays right here to try to keep them out of the end zone.
Pick up a couple of yards on the play. 2nd goal coming up for the Vikings.
2nd goal now for the Vikings. Winkler with 2 backs in the backfield. Looks to throw on 2nd down, and it is picked off. And he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. And he's at the 40. 50. He's just going to beat Winkler at the 30. And he's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Tell you what, that's Josh Poe right there. with a huge pickoff there in the end zone. He took that thing about 70 yards back. I thought he was going to go, but just a monster momentum right there and a big play there by this defense.
Yeah, he cut off that route and it just fell right in his hand.
He read it, and he done a very good job right there. Caught the football, and I thought he was going to go to the house there, but great job by Mr. Poe right there. That was Josh on a big pick right there. That's a huge turnover.
Two backs in the backfield for the Huskies.
Now, are we even on the turnover battle now? Or?
Hand off to Peterson, and he cuts it back, and he's at the 5. And Matthew Peterson will get in for a Husky touchdown. And Mark, the momentum may have swung now.
Oh yeah, and I tell you right now, I don't know. Let's see how this thing ends up. But right now, the Carroll Leathergoods
that interception.
Original wear end zone play of the game is Josh Poe right now. But anyway, great job by Peterson there with the touchdown run, and of course got the lead back here. And here we're going to talk about again, big 2-point conversion right here. We need to get a couple of these conversions.
Huskies now lead 24-21. 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies offense stays on the field for the conversion. And Peters takes a snap. All kinds of time to throw. And he's got a man open if he can just get it to him, and it falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, we've talked about this before, from this hash to that hash.
It's a long throw.
And him on the run, that's pretty impressive throw right there, although they did connect on it.
We'll take a look at that Matthew Peterson run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Steve Johnson Auto World Drive summary took the Huskies took the Huskies 10 seconds. They went 23 yards in one play. A Matthew Peterson touchdown run. The 2-point conversion was no good. So with 4:10 left in the third quarter, that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 24, North Wilkes 21. That is your Ashe County Drive, or your Steve Johnson Auto World Drive summary.
So we'll take a look at our back street subs kickoff as the momentum has now shifted for the Huskies.
Yeah, big time. Of course, there's a lot of, 4 minutes left in the third, a lot of ball game left here. North Wilkes can moving football. And of course, I was getting ready to say there, of course, one of our keys in the game was pass defense, in which we give up some long plays, but boy, Poe made a big play there. Defensive cornerback there on an interception that's just huge right now.
Borders to kick off toward the sideline, and the ball is on the ground, and number 16 finally picks it up and is leveled.
Yeah, he might have been better off just to fall on that one, because after he bobbled it, they was there. Of course, we talk about this a lot. You know me, I watch sidelines. This Husky sidelines is pumped up right now. Yes, they got a lot of momentum here. Let's see if we can keep it.
And Mark, we're both parents, and to be the Peters parents right now, I mean, the roller coaster emotions they're going through.
Oh yeah, tough. And I will say this down there. Of course, I did go down at halftime and listen, and they really wanted him to go right then and get some X-rays. And he said, "I'm not leaving."
No, I don't blame him. Winkler in the gun for the Vikings. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be tackled. Looks like by Peterson on that far side, and a late flag.
Yeah, that's Luke Peterson once again. He's played a pretty good ball game. Is that Luke? That could have been Lucas Spencer on that stop there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
The 2s and the 7s on the white jerseys are a little tough for me.
Well, we're just getting old.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a face mask. Looks like maybe the 5-yard variety. I didn't see the personal foul.
Yeah, I didn't really see the signal. So there's a break. Yeah, it's just a 5-yard variety. So.
That doesn't make it first down, does it? Right?
No, well, yeah, you replay the down.
No, you really down. Even a face mask?
Yes.
Okay.
Slide ball. Got to be live ball.
I mean, 4th and short then for the Vikings.
First and short.
Yeah, 1st and short. Handoff up the middle, and he has the first down up to about the 40-yard line. Deontay is a tough kid to bring down.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Of course, the North Wilkes quarterback kid can throw the football, but right there, that North Wilkes team, I don't know if they're wearing us down a little up front or not, but they are having a little more success running the ball in between the tackles.
Lucas Spencer comes off for the Huskies. It's been a physical game, Mark. Everybody's a little beat up right now.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. It's been a very physical game. Fun game to watch.
Winkler takes the snap, looks to throw on first down, and he's got a man short. And that's number 8. He's up to about the 50, across the 50, still on his feet. To the 45.
Yeah, we're tackling too high right there. I mean, we got to get down and get low and make some stops here. Of course, you got the momentum. North Wilkes doing a good job here, starting on this drive to see if they can answer it here. Because like we say, sort of, you know, of course, if, ands, and buts. If Ashe would have stopped a couple of them early, but then big interception here, but the Vikings have moved the football on us.
First and 10 from the Vikings from the Husky 45-yard line. Winkler takes snap. It's a pass.
Down the middle.
And he gets it back across to number 6.
In the ground.
And it just can't seem to bring him down, Mark. He's still on his feet. And he's finally taken down after a 6 or 7 yard gain.
That was a little flash of some Matthew Peterson last week right there. Looks like we do have a flag down here. I don't know if it'd be a face mask or maybe a hold here. Hard to say. Yeah, he looked like we had him. We should have.
You hear Hampton yell tackle from the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be against North Wilkes.
North Wilkes, so we're going to catch a break here. Been a lot of penalties happening, but
yeah.
No.
And that's something we really didn't have a lot of last week on either side.
No, we didn't. But I don't know about them guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
They had a lot of explanations, but not a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I can't tell what the penalty was.
I think they called a block in the back, or no, excuse me, a hold, I believe. But I tell you, that's a huge penalty. It's going to replay the down, but you're starting 4th or 1st and about 15 here, or 20. Big break for the Husky defense right here to get them back.
Need to make something happen with this.
They need to make something happen right here.
2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies lead 24-21. Winkler takes that. He's going to throw on first down. He's got a man open, number 10. And they're just getting past.
Just running the little sticks there and just getting right past it. Big gain there on first down. It's like the Vikings, hopefully is coming back in now. He's cranking up a little bit here in the second half.
Second and 4 now for the Vikings. Got a lot of yardage back on that first down play. Huskies shift their coverage. And it's a handoff number 6. And he's going to get about 3 yards. Looks like a maybe close enough for a first down.
Looks like our defensive line is starting to catch people now. We got to start trying to get some penetration here and slow this down, because, I mean, they're going to be well content with this clock running and using all they can and get a score here.
It's enough for a Viking first down. Be 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 35-yard line. Winkler takes snap, hands off up the middle. And that football's just hanging out there.
He does hold it loose. We've tried a couple of times to get it free, but pretty nice job there. Looked like he was going to get a little more, but he ended up, with about 3 yards there. So nice play on first down by the defense. I tell you, Brian Clevens, they've called his name out a lot here tonight.
Yeah, he's played a heck of a football game from that linebacker spot. Wellington has to come off.
Hey, one more round of applause for the 5th, 6th grade Viking cheerleaders.
He may let the
23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Looks to throw, quick throw out to the sideline. Nice open field tackle.
Yeah, he might have got the, well, no, according to our guy on this side, he's not going to get the first down, but our guy don't really matter.
No.
It's going to be close, but it's going. I think they're going to let it go to the quarter here.
And that will do it for 3 quarters of play here from Hayes as Huskies lead 24-21 over North Wilkes. We'll be back in the fourth quarter. SkyZhone HD, game of the week.
Carroll Original Wear has been in the business of custom apparel and merchandise for over 20 years, cutting their teeth in Western wear and specializing in custom embroidery, t-shirt graphics, and jerseys. They also offer their services to teams, businesses, and the greater public. They are dedicated to creating quality products that teams and businesses can be proud to wear. Carroll Original Wear is proud to support our hometown teams.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the SkyZhone HD game of the week as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here from Hayes, North Carolina. Huskies lead 24-21. North Wilkes is moving the football.
Yeah, we're in for a well of a fourth quarter here. Of course, it's third and about 4 right here. Vikes are probably in 2-down territory, but the Huskies need a big stop right here.
And Winkler's on the run. He's trying to get to the sideline. He's going to have, it's like enough for the late flag down.
Late flag right here. I
think it's going to be against North, too.
We're getting it.
And
now we got
one.
2. Now we had to run our mouth, I guess.
Yeah, now it's probably going to be offsetting.
You know how I am about that. Well, one of them's live ball, one of them's dead ball.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. We'll see what they do with them. But something going on way away from the play that had nothing to do with nothing.
You know they're going to talk about this one for a while. That gives us a chance to look at our Miller Insurance scoreboard. Wilkes Central's up on Avery 42-6. Maiden is still leading Watauga 12-8 in the third quarter. East Wilkes is up on Surrey Central 28-7. West Wilkes is up on Elkin 12-2.
How long has it been since did West? No, they won 3 games last year.
Holding against the Vikings. There's another penalty.
It's a live ball foul, so then they're going to, if he called one on us when he threw his hat, they'll mark off the dead ball foul.
Holding, okay. They called that one. And
Dead
dead
ball.
ball.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike. Against North.
Penalties
Against
were
North.
against the,
That's a big break for the Huskies.
yes, it is. That's huge. And if live ball, dead ball, you're going to mark them both off.
Yeah.
Huge break for the Huskies right there. I mean, it's going to be third and
15, 20,
about third,
25.
let's say about 25 yards, isn't it here? Big, huge break for the Huskies. And I just seen him throw the hat up there. Evidently, it was a North Wilkes player that said something to the official there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it wasn't one of our
You
guys.
just assumed it against us, didn't you? Right?
Yeah. Well, we've been known to do that.
We have, yes. Playing the percentages.
From the Husky 49-yard line.
They're still talking about it, Mark.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
Well, in my I think they got it right because they got to mark. If one of them's live ball, dead ball, same team, you got to mark them all.
And that will replay the down because one of them was live ball.
Right, because the down counted.
Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and 25 now for the Vikings. Winkler looks to throw. He's got a man across the middle. He steps up, takes off, and the Huskies are going to tackle him at the.
I tell you, there was a bunch of them, but Brayson Trivet really lit him up at the end.
That's actually Luke Osborne, number 2.
I think he's been. Is that number 2?
Yep. Jersey swap tonight.
Okay, my bad. Then jersey swap.
And we got a Husky down.
Well, now, okay, Luke Osborne's the one that made the tackle.
Right.
I got you. Well, we can't really see who's down right now. Looks like he's just cramping up a little bit too. Maybe knee. I need to get up back for that boy when he goes out of here.
As we see Blake Peters being carted off. He'll get some x-rays on his leg. And it looks like the Husky is number 22, Lucas Spencer. Looks like maybe an ankle.
Yeah, I tell you, 11:25 left here. Maybe the war of nutrition here in a minute. The Huskies are starting to get banged up a little bit and some cramps and so on. But, of course, Copeland with North Wilkes, he's been going out with some cramp issues, too.
It looks like North Wilkes is going to punt. They have brought the punter on.
Yeah, they're going, well, I ain't going to say it because he got it right last time. But you know what they're going to try to do.
Yeah, they're going to try to pin him deep.
Nice snap sailing over his head about 10
would be
yards
nice.
would be real nice.
Estes back for the Huskies. And it's a short punt.
Get out of the way.
Huskies need to get out of the way.
Please get out of the way.
And Hampton's screaming, get away from the ball.
I tell you now, he may make me have a heart attack for the year's over.
We'll get Mark's blood pressure checked in the off week.
But good job there, good stop. The Huskies need to get the ball here and use some clock and score.
Yeah. So Bryce Peter brings the Husky offense back out. They do lead 24-21 with 11-10 to go here in the fourth quarter. And hand off to Peterson up the middle. And he gets another late flag in the backfield where there's no one standing.
He's going to call holding on the line there, I bet you, unless there could have been a face mask on the stop, maybe.
There's a flag on the play.
About to throw too many now.
Yeah. It's really killed the flow of the game.
It's going to be a hold against the Huskies. But as the old saying goes, you can't do that.
No, you can't. They're going to chant that here in just a second. See, there they go.
Well, the Huskies need to dig yourself out of a hole here. They need to, if you can't get any points here, maybe at least try to change some field position and get some time off that clock. I'm going to run 6 right here.
Are you?
Yep. We're sending everybody deep.
Peter's in the gun, 2 receivers.
Just got one safety back there.
And he does look to throw.
There
He is
go.
going deep. And
Knock it down.
it is intercepted by number 12. And he reverses field, still on his feet. And he's going to be tackled
Good tackle.
by number 72.
So your defense going to have to come back out and I mean, right there, your receiver's got to turn into a DB right there. Of course, what is that? The 4th turnover by the Huskies tonight.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in the
And
keys.
it sets up North with great field position.
It sure does. Keys to the game here. They're going to be on the 30-yard line. So.
Husky 30.
But this defense, for as long as we don't give up the big play, we've been pretty good.
So Winkler brings his offense back out for the Vikings. Hand off to number 6 up the middle. And he's going to get 2 or 3 yards, maybe more.
Yeah, you got 5, they're saying over there, 5, and yeah, good pickup. Of course, again, they're going to really be methodical here with that good field position to try to score here.
Second and 5 now for the Vikings. Winkler with 2 backs in the backfield. And off to number 6 once again. He runs toward the Viking sideline. They try to stretch it out. And they do a good job stretching out to that side.
They sure do. I can't tell. Is that Wellington over there? Wellington done a good job keeping them from getting outside.
They'll bring up 3rd down and 2 yards from the Vikings.
Third and short now for the Vikings.
Make some noise for your Viking offense.
And we're getting late here. This 5 minutes, like we said, they're watching the back judge now.
Hand off up the middle for the Vikings, number 5. And I think he's going to have enough for the
Yeah,
first.
he's going to pick up the first down.
Caden Baucus on the carry for the Vikings. That's enough for a Vikings first down.
They keep moving the chains, Mark.
Keep moving the chains, and the thing now is that clock's ticking. Of course, neither team, to the best of my knowledge, have used any timeouts.
I don't think they've used any
this
timeouts in
half.
the second half.
Big defensive stance here. Well, both teams have played inside the 30-yard line.
They have. And Winkler's going to throw. He's rolling out, and he throws on the run. It's caught at the 5-yard line.
I tell you what, that's a nice pitch and catch right there. That's a good throw on the run there. Not bad coverage, just pretty much a better executed play.
Going to bring up 1st and goal for the Vikings.
First down. First and goal from the 5-yard line for the Vikings.
Two-back set. They went to this two-back set in the second half.
They sure have.
High snap. Winkler gets it, and number 5 rumbling in. He's a big boy. He's running through people. And he's going to get in for a Viking touchdown.
And that's pretty much just bull right there. Nice job by 5 getting that ball in the end zone. He wasn't going to be denied.
That is Caden Baucus. He's a senior for North Wilkes. Makes it 27-24. North Wilkes with the PAT to come afterward.
Caden Baucus on the touchdown carry.
PAT coming on for the Vikings.
Set for the point after.
And the kick is up. And it's good. Makes it 28-24 with 6:49 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, got plenty of time here. Just got to see if we can take it down and take the lead here again.
We'll take a look at some other area scores on our Miller Insurance scoreboard. Maiden leads Watauga 19-8. And Mark, we know Coach Hobbick has been, he's been very animated tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't lose many games, especially at Watauga.
Yeah, and that game's got to be about like this one, getting pretty late. So, of course, like we said, maybe.
The scoreboard says it's in the 3rd quarter, but
Okay.
not necessarily always right. And I don't remember the last time they lost a regular season home game.
No, been a long time,
long,
I'd say.
yeah.
And here's the one thing, and of course we've watched Watauga play for a lot. They're not a very good team playing from behind.
They're just not built to score
I
quick.
shouldn't say they're not a very good team, but they're
They're just not built to score quick.
right.
Wilkes Central's all over Avery 42-6. East Wilkes leads Surrey Central 28-7. East Surrey's up on Mount Airy, Mark. It's a final. 14-0.
Did we have a penalty?
Look, we must have had a penalty.
We missed it, didn't we?
So, Mark, East Surrey beat Mount Airy tonight at Mount Airy, 14-0.
Wow, that would have been a fun one to
Man,
watch.
wouldn't
I
it
bet
have been?
everybody in Surrey County was.
I guarantee it. That's a huge rivalry
That's
game.
a pretty big win, really.
Yeah. And you talked about it, Maiden being a top 5 team in the state last week.
Oh, yeah.
And the kickoff will go through the end zone. Yeah, Mount Airy.
Huskies will take over at their own 28-yard line. All right, let's recognize the 7th and 8th grade Jaguars cheerleaders. All right,
Some conference game scores. Alexandria Central is up on North Gaston 17-8.
Kinsey May.
Freedom's up on East Burke 27-20. And High Brighton is leading Hunter Huss 14-7.
So here we go, Farmer. 6:49 left.
Peters hands off to Peterson. Big hole.
Good ball.
And he's still on his feet up to about the 35-yard line.
A nice start there to the drive. Now we got a timeout, North Wilkes.
North Wilkes will take a timeout. That was a huge hole by that offensive line for Peterson to run through.
Yeah, it was big hole there. We need more of that. We need to, we need to score. It may
We
not
do.
have to be time consuming, but time consuming and scoring would be nice.
And the 7th and 8th grade Jaguars cheerleaders.
And another quick update. Grayson County now leads Allegheny 20-7 in the fourth quarter.
Jaguars cheerleaders. That is a timeout for North Wilkes.
And you know, Mark, going back to this, I can't leave this Mount Airy score alone. We watched them play last year, the young team last year,
Oh, yeah.
and for them not to even score,
That's
big.
Banner booster sponsors along
Of course,
with
we'll get to see them, in 2 weeks?
Yeah, can't wait.
Thank you for supporting Viking Athletics.
So out of the timeout, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Now some noise for the defense.
Come on, Huskies.
Bryce Peters in the gun. Peterson to his right. 3 receivers to the right side of the field, and 1 lone receiver down. He's got pressure straight up to screen to Peterson, and a good open field tackle by number 5, the guy who just ran that touchdown.
Yep, I tell you what. Yep, we get a block right there. He's got some running room.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit some credit there. He read that play pretty good. He knew
He
it was
did,
coming.
and he was not going to be blocked.
No, so we might have got back to the line, lost a yard maybe.
2nd and a short 11. 6:18 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies trail by 4.
One thing I've noticed in here, and we went to it early.
Yeah, we got Estes down here.
up here by himself.
And he's
There
looking
it
to
is.
throw, and he's got a man. And nice catch by Colin Estes down to the 35-yard line, and he was being held.
Yep. Another great catch and throw. Estes had a well of a ball game here tonight catching that ball. He may be in for the
Oh, absolutely.
for player of the game.
He's got 2 touchdowns and
Yeah.
well over 100 yards.
Well over 100 yards, and I tell you, that's a good job right there. And I'm going to say that they moved him away from that 3, because earlier in the game when we had that look, we went to him, and it was successful.
Very successful.
Now we got a flag. I didn't
The
see
flag was on the catch. I think it was the pass
Oh, yeah,
interference.
that's
that
right.
was
That's right. I remember that. Yeah, we're going to decline now. Here we go. 7:59 left here. Of course, this Husky team trying to retake the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Got one-on-one coverage for Colin once again. 2-back set now for the Huskies. And hand off to Peterson. Nice block on the inside, and Peterson is going to pick up 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, great job there by the line blocking, and then Peters just picked it up. We'll take 8-9 yards to carry every time. He's had another well of a ball game.
He has.
Too.
But you just come to expect that.
Yes, you do. You do. He, like we said earlier, he's their guy.
leading rusher returning from last year.
All conference performer in 3A, 4A league, too.
Bryce in the gun, 2 backs once again.
Got the same look here once again. Let's see what happens. Looks like they're going to
double Colin this time. And Bryce looks to throw, and he gets out quick to Peterson. A lot of green grass in front of him. And he makes one guy miss. And he's going to get in for a Husky touchdown. Well-executed play.
Well-executed play. I tell you, they cleared that side out over there with the receivers. And I tell you, Mr. Bryce Peters was getting a little heat. He got rid of that ball just in time. Just a nice play call there. And, of course, Matthew takes it in.
And, Mark, we hadn't had a chance to talk about it, but he does not look like a freshman out there right now.
No, he does not. And we talked about it last night watching him play the JV game. He's a talented kid, and, yes, he's getting a little more comfortable. And I'll say it again. We need these 2 points.
Yeah, it's 30-28 right now.
I mean, they got a pretty good field goal kicker.
Peters takes the snap, looks to throw for the PAT. He's got a man in the corner, dumps it off, and it falls incomplete. Hit him in hand.
Yeah, hit him right there. Looked like he was trying to get that one. The Estes there maybe, and just fell short.
So we'll take another look at that Peterson touchdown pass from Peters on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary. The Huskies held the ball 2 minutes, won 80 yards in 5 plays. 30-yard touchdown from Bryce Peters to Matthew Peterson. The 2-point conversion was no good, so with 6:51 left in the fourth quarter, that brings your score Ashe County 30, North Wilkes Vikings 28. That is your Steve Johnson Auto World drive summary.
As we get ready for our Backstreet Subs kickoff, Huskies lead 30-28. A nice drive down the field, couple big plays. Peterson ran.
Yeah, Peterson
good catch from Estes.
Good mix right there. Of course, and we said it. Regardless, he don't look like a freshman right now. But they've relied on Peterson a little more here in the second half, which they need to.
And good kickoff down the middle. Up across the 20. Number 3's out to the 25. And he's going to be tackled in the open field. That is Colin. That is Colin. That is Colin Estes.
Okay, I'm sorry, Colin Estes on the tackle there on the special team.
And Colin, he don't really get a break. He's a receiver.
That's one thing, of course, numbers matters. And
right.
This is a young football team. That's one thing Hampton does not like to do, but
he's had to.
Do it sometimes, yes. So now this Husky defense needs to stand tall right here.
Handoff up the middle. Number 6, and good job of that defensive line collapsing that time.
Yeah, he got about 4 or 5 yards, though. It'd be nice if we get some penetration, but we just got to make them use that clock and keep them out of the end zone when this thing shortens up.
6:30 to go here in the fourth. Huskies lead by 2.
North Wilkes does have 2 timeouts left. Of course, I've got the Ashe with all of theirs.
They're letting the clock run. They don't get in a hurry.
Well, I mean, you do have a lot of time, and they'd like to, I'm sure,
score
as much as they could.
And they're going to throw on second down, quick out to number 8. And Ryder Phipps can't get him down, but 3 or 4 Huskies finally bring him down.
He got a breakdown right there. He went in just a little too fast there, but a nice read on the play. We need to make that tackle, but that's a nice job right there on the read. We just got to break down and make that tackle.
It is enough for a Viking first down.
Watch the seams here.
Going to hand it off on first down, running toward their sideline. A hold in the backfield. He is cut down at 35.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's thrown the hold on that tackle all night long.
All
Somebody needs to tell him, if you think you're doing it right, that guy don't.
Yeah.
But big play here, big break for the Huskies. Of course, the big thing here is the time on the clock. We got, of course,
5:28 to go.
5:28.
Gonna push them back to make it first and 16 or 17.
Yeah, and just, they've been running it quite a bit, but they still, you can't fall asleep on the pass. They're capable, very capable.
And throw on first down, quick toss. Almost picked off.
Close to popping up and being another break for the Huskies. Bryant Blevins there again. There's another fellow that's been all over the field tonight for Ashe County.
That stops the clock with 5:16 to go.
That's the only bad thing about that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But the big thing here is second, got them way behind the chains. I mean, you just can't give up a big play right here. Keep everything in front of you and tackle.
It is just second down.
It is, yeah. It's just second down.
And set the
Little
throwback screen, and he's got room.
Uh-oh.
And he is up to the 45,
I tell you
close
what,
to the first down.
That's a good setup call right there. Had the little throwback screen there. We've done actually a good job. I thought he might take that to the house. But he still don't get a first down.
No. It is third and short.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Vikings from the 45-yard line.
Winkler and Husky jump offside.
Got to watch that football right there.
Gave him a free one there.
That'll be it for Vikings first down.
So that brings the ball just across the 50-yard line.
No more.
First and 10 now for the Vikings. 4:35 and counting. Huskies lead by 2, 30-28. Winkler hands off up the middle. And now he bounces back out and gets about a 6-yard gain.
I tell you, it's sort of, I mean, I hate to say it, the Matthew Peterson effect. We're having a hard time getting him to the ground. We're getting bodies there early and making contact, but you got to get that young man to the ground.
And you think some of that's fatigue?
Could be, yes. I think so. I think we're a little higher than we were earlier in the game. Now this clock's starting to play a factor.
Yeah, 3:54 and counting.
I mean, you got to think, if they're going to score, you got to have time to score.
Right. Second and 5 now for the Vikings. Handoff up the middle once again. And the Huskies got to get low.
I don't know that I wouldn't maybe use one of your timeouts here on defense, maybe just to maybe give them a break and talk about it. You got to get low here.
They have big backs. You're not going to just bring them down.
That number 5 he's a hoss.
And we really never even seen him in the first half.
Copeland's not a big guy, but he's not a little guy either. He's
3:19 and counting. Winkler hands off number 5 once again. And he's trying to get to the outside, and he's probably going to be cut down. But he picks up positive yards once again.
You got to get low here. They're running away from their sideline.
That's the first.
Well, that guy over there's been holding the whole lot. So.
Yeah, run it to this side.
Big thing here, we're under 3 minutes here. Vikings looking to drive here and use the clock to score late.
Yeah, it was almost 7 minutes to go when they got the football.
Yeah, and we talked about it now. They got a decent kicker.
Yeah, and we've only got a 2-point lead.
It's a 2-point game here. Second down play here.
And it's option play. And nice pitch. And he makes one guy miss, and he's got the corner. And he may have the pylon. It's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Out of bounds there. Well, they're definitely in field goal range now here.
Yeah, it's going to be first and goal now for the Vikings.
On about, looks like from here on.
6 yard line.
6 yard line here.
That brings the first and goal from the 5 yard line.
We need one of those bad snaps.
We need
or
something.
right here.
We need a hold. We need something to happen. Winkler gets to play. Clock stopped at 2:20. First and goal for the Vikings. And off up the middle, and he's dragging people. He's down to the 2, maybe 1 yard line.
We're not going to bring him down, hitting him up around his shoulder pads. I'll tell you that.
Hold it, boys!
Blevins on the start for
I
the
mean,
next
if you're
play.
Coach Hampton, do you think about using timeouts here to save you a little time? Or
I mean, maybe.
Second and goal.
Or you think they're at the 1 yard line, they're probably going to score, save them for our offense.
yeah, you could.
It'll be second and goal from the 1 for the Vikings. Minute 34 and counting. Winkler takes snap, hand up off the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
I mean, you know, it's going to give us a minute 21 here left, so we got time to go down.
Vikings now lead 34-30.
Big stop right here. 8 points. You know, we're not doing good on extra points tonight.
They're going to go for 2 to make it a 6-point lead. No, they're going to kick the PAT.
Solomon Pennington set for the point after.
I mean, would you not?
Go for 2.
I mean, because this PAT, this 35 touchdown is going to beat you. You get the 2-point. It don't mean nothing. You get the 2-point conversion.
They got to get a 2-point.
We got to score and get the conversion.
And we ain't got a conversion all.
No, not even once.
I guess.
Well, this could come back to be huge.
Yep, he's banking on his defense, I guess. But no, I'm with you. I understand they got a good field goal kick.
It does
That
you no
point-
good.
That point does you
No
no good
good.
if us can score right here.
Works out for us, but not a very good coaching decision.
No, like you said, the Huskies got a minute 21 left here. In the fourth.
Down by 5.
All 3 timeouts. Of course, you got the freshman quarterback in there. You're going to look heavy on Peterson.
You got to throw the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to make some plays.
A great return here would be nice.
Yes, a good return would be very nice. We do have Peterson back in there. And Estes.
And the Vikings set to kick off with a minute 21 to go. Huskies trail by 5, 35-30. Minute 21 to go. And it's a high end-over-end kick taken by Matthew Peterson at the 15. Big block. Peterson spins out to 30. Up to the 35, going to be finally tackled out of bounds. And the Huskies fans want a late hit. And I don't think he just kind of fell into him. I'm not get it, but
Well, we got our good return.
got that.
We got our good return.
Well, that's what we needed. And I think the fans wanted a late hit. Minute 12 to go, down 5. Freshman quarterback Bryce Peters in the game.
We got Estes over here. I can't believe they're still doing this, in my opinion.
Well, they've shaded some help, number 10 over here. And we've got a whistle. And it looks like North's going to take a timeout.
That leaves them with one. Of course, Ashe still got all three of their timeouts.
We'll take a look at some other area scores on our Miller Insurance scoreboard while we got a chance. Watauga has come back. It is now 19-16 in the fourth quarter.
Good one up and boom.
Yep.
Which we all thought it would be.
Right. If you're a fan of defense, don't go to this game. Starmount has beat Community Schools of Davidson 65-53.
No, sir. That's a track meet.
That's a track meet.
All right, here we go, Farmers.
Minute 12 to go. Here we go. Huskies crowd on their feet. Freshman quarterback in the game, in the gun. 3 receivers to the top, 1 long receiver to the bottom. He's looking for Colin. He's still on his feet. He's got a man down the middle of the field, and it is picked off by number 10.
He should have run that football.
And that might do it.
Yeah, he had a whole lot of green grass in front of him right there. He should have took what he got right there, but hey, it's a freshman.
Yeah.
So that's a tough break here for the Huskies. It looks, well, we got 3 timeouts, but it's going to be tough to get that ball back now.
Yeah, a minute to go.
And turnovers, and missed opportunity.
Yeah, in the first half, had the ball inside the 5-yard line 3 times.
Unless the Vikings do something here, we turn this football over, it's not.
We're going to get a big dose of number 5 and number 6 right here. And Huskies tackle him in the backfield. Well, it's going to get back to right the line of scrimmage. Put that in the back. Huskies use their first timeout. 57 seconds to go. It's been like an old-fashioned boxing match. It's been back and forth.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining game. Of course, like we talked about, the first half is just missed opportunity.
It is. Left a lot of points on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give out our Dr. Pepper Player of the Game. And Colin Estes is our Dr. Pepper Player of the Game. He had a well of a football game on both sides, really. But he's had 3 touchdown catches. And I don't know what the yardage total is, but I'm sure it's well over 100 yards.
Yeah, and some tackling on defense, like you say.
And the man hasn't come out off the field.
No, he hasn't played a well of a football game here tonight.
And we're going to do our Carroll Original Wear end zone play of the game. I still think it's going to be the interception by Josh Poe.
The interception by Josh Poe. We really looked like we were getting ready to go down 3 scores, and he made a huge play right there.
And it's going to be a false start. And, Mark, we'll say this. It's a young football team, and they could have easily, several times, just rolled over. But they battled back every time.
Yeah, a lot of adversity down here tonight with your starting quarterback going out and just things. But, no, they played hard. It just hopefully 56 seconds we could pull out a miracle here, but it just looks like you're going to write this game down as a lot of missed opportunities.
Mm-hmm. And it's a chance to, some growing pains for this young football team.
Absolutely. You got to grow and learn from it. That's all you can do.
And off on second down. And it's going to be tackled back to the original line of scrimmage. 50.6 seconds. Now it's 3rd and 10, Mark. One timeout left.
Yeah, if we hold him here, he's going to use that last one and force a punt, and you never know.
Yeah, we've seen stranger things happen.
We sure have. It's high school football.
Yeah,
we're talking about 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah. So with 50.6 seconds to go, see if the Huskies can get one more stop, call one more timeout, and just see what happens.
That's all we can do. Just hopefully we get a stop here quick. You know, we're going to use a timeout and force a punt maybe. I mean, they may take a knee, but we still get the ball. I don't think they would do that.
Winkler in the gun. Two-back set. Probably going to hand off to number 5 right here. Oh, they're going to throw. Screen tipped. Incomplete. Wow, that is a...
I'm not like you on the
wow.
edge. What are you thinking there?
Yeah.
We tipped the football. I mean, that's a
What if
chance
we
that-
picked that off?
Oh,
Good night. 4th down. I mean, they have to punt the football.
We got to punt the football.
And it gives us one timeout.
We get to save our timeout here.
Not a very good clock management for...
I don't think so myself. I mean, I'm running the football there and at least getting rid of them timeouts. Yeah, you can't. Nah, I think you set up the return here.
Yeah.
What about a snap over the head would
I mean,
be
you just
wonderful.
never know. Pressure right up the middle.
Good punt.
Good punt. Collins going to call for fair catch, and he finally gets back on the football, I do believe.
Let's see what they say here.
Yeah, I think they are giving it to Ashe County.
Does look like, yes. So we're going to have 36 seconds here.
One timeout.
One timeout. Of course, you'd think the Vikings are back way up. So let's see what happens here. Still got a chance. We've wrote them off here, but I don't know. I hope we're wrong.
I would love nothing more than to apologize.
Yes. And we can.
36.8 seconds. 3 receivers this side. They are doubling Colin on the far side. Gets it out to Peterson, and he is met in the backfield.
Great tackle.
Great tackle.
They knew it was coming, and that was just a great tackle right there. So now it's Huskies' final timeout here.
25 seconds to go.
I'm on reserve. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to finish or not. That boy and his...
So, Mark, we don't have the scoreboard anymore, so I can't give you any updates on the score. But with 25 seconds to go, are you thinking sidelines? Are you thinking something across the middle and try to spike it? Watauga now leads Maiden.
Yeah,
30.
According to the update here, Maiden was up 19-16 with 6 minutes left. Now it looks like that with 42 seconds left in the game that Watauga has taken a 23-19 lead. They got a great game going on up in there.
Yeah, we all knew it would be.
Looks like we might be getting a final score here. Somebody's typing. Let's see here the Huskies what they can do.
Peters in the gun. 3 receivers at the top. Looks to throw. He's got time. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it across the middle. And it is incomplete.
No flag.
A lot of contact.
Was a lot of contact there. I think you got there a little early myself. So 3rd down here.
Third and 12 now for the Huskies. 21.7 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Trail by 5. Peters looks to throw. He's going to roll to his right. And he throws it to an open and right through Phipps's hands.
Yeah, Phipps has not had a good night tonight. Had a great week last week, but he has dropped a few footballs tonight, and we really needed that there. So 15 seconds, 4th and 12 here. Got to at least get the first down, or this is the ball game.
Let's go!
That's for sure. It does just take get one here and somebody slip.
3 receivers to the top. Estes to the bottom, and he's looking Estes' way. And he's going to throw it up, and it's going to be intercepted. And a lot of flags for taunting.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm gonna give SD some kudos there. That boy put the ball in his face, and he could have done something right there when he tackled him, but he got up and walked away. That's good to see.
Yeah, because I don't think me or you would have done that.
No. I'd have looked down and no, probably not.
No, they'd have been pulling me off.
But we're not going to get the ball back here, so essentially that's probably going to end the ball game. We're just going to have to snap it one time.
And Mark, one more time, thoughts and prayers go out with Blake. Hopefully his leg is okay.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
I mean, he was having he did.
And
better than anyone could really have expected to come in.
And you know what? If they have to go that way, which we hope is, his brother can come back and everything's good with him, he'll be fine.
Absolutely.
The young man will be fine.
I mean, he played 4 quarters of JV football last night and be thrown into this, trailing. And only lose by 5 to a really good North Wilkes football team. They're going to play well in that conference.
Yes, they are. Goodest team as they've had in a while that I've seen.
Absolutely. They're going to take a knee, and that's going to run it out. So your final here from Hayes, North Carolina. I am Dusty Farmer. Along with me tonight was Mark Hudler. Your final here from Hayes. North Wilkes 35, Ashe County 30. We'll see you next week on our SkyZone HD Game of the Week.